What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In my room, as you can see, different setting. Actually, I don't think y'all have seen my room in a while. It's been, I don't know, I haven't uploaded. Obviously, I uploaded for the first time a while ago, and yeah, that's not important. Anyways, yeah, back with you another video, and today I figured I would take a different route. I currently don't have many plans going on for the next few weeks. So I was thinking, and let me know if y'all are down with this, but I was thinking I would start doing more sports content on this channel. Obviously, I've got the City Connect on. And so for today's idea, I was thinking that we look at the top 5 teams in the MLB going into this upcoming season. Obviously, if y'all just want to see vlogs and me, doing activities and stuff and not seeing me sit in my room and talk about sports, that's completely fine. But yeah, I think this would be a fun route to take if we talk about, NFL, MLB, those are like my 2 favorite sports. But yeah, so like I said, today, top 5 teams going into the 2024 season of the MLB, and boy, do we have some stacked teams. Anyways, if y'all enjoy this video, you know the deal. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Turn on post notifications, and let's get into it. Also, one more thing I would like to clarify. I don't think I'll be ranking the teams based on like the kind of least to the best. I think it's just going to be my opinion, what I think will be the 5 just best teams in the league. What am I looking at? Sorry. I think it'll just be what I think will be the 5 best teams in the league in general, just based off offense, pitching, and all that. So, yep, now let's get into it. All right, so getting the top 5 started, I have the Baltimore Orioles. Now, this Baltimore Orioles team was probably, everyone could probably agree, maybe, that this was the most surprising team of the whole 2023 season. This Orioles team went 101-61 with superstar Adley Rutschman and Rookie of the Year Gunnar Henderson leading the charge. The Orioles were top 10 in batting average. I mean, they were projected to go, 80-something wins, just above 500. But this team just went off in the regular season. And even though they had a pretty early postseason exit, getting the first round bye, this team is still so good. And they have Grayson Rodriguez can get better. They have Jackson Holliday coming up soon from the minor leagues. This team's going to be stacked. I can't wait to see them go off again in 2023. Sophomore slump? Adley Rutschman said, get that out of here. Adley Rutschman had a .277 batting average, 20 home runs, 163 hits, 84 runs, and 84 RBIs, and an .809 OPS following his almost Rookie of the Year season in 2022. But you know who did win Rookie of the Year this year? Gunnar Henderson. A .255 batting average, 28 home runs, 143 hits, 100 runs, 82 RBIs, 10 stolen bases with an .814 OPS. I mean, just insane. No one else in the American League was competition for Gunnar Henderson. Not to mention this Baltimore Orioles pitching staff. Kyle Bradish was a great starter. Their bullpen was just insane. Felix Bautista got injured a little bit early in the season, but still had almost as many strikeouts as he had innings pitched. Just insanity, especially for a closer. I mean, dude's 7 feet tall? Not actually, but still. There's a reason they call him the Mountain. The Mountain. Like I said, this Orioles team, just absolutely insane. And all their players, they're so young. I mean, they're just so much talent coming through this organization. It's just amazing. And I'm so happy to finally be seeing the Orioles do this good after just years of losing. And that is why the Baltimore Orioles are inside my top 5 MLB teams heading into the 2024 season. Next up in my top 5 MLB teams heading into the 2024 season, I hate to say it, but I have the Philadelphia Phillies. Man, this Phillies team disappointed my Braves again in the playoffs, and they made another deep playoff push, almost reaching the World Series for the 2nd year in a row, but coming up just short against the Arizona Diamondbacks. I mean, this Phillies team is just loaded with superstars. from ranging from Bryce Harper to Kyle Schwarber, Nick Castellanos, Bryson Stott. It's just insane the amount of talent they have on this roster. And my team has to face them. Do I still think we'll kick their butts in the regular season? Yeah, it happens all the time. But I'd hate to see them in the playoffs again. I mean, 2 years in a row we've been kicked out from the Phillies, but man, it's just they're that good. They're really just that good. If it weren't for the Atlanta Braves, the Phillies would probably win the division. But like I said, this team has mega stars. Obviously, we all know Bryce Harper. A 293 batting average in 2023, 21 home runs, 134 hits, 84 runs, 72 RBIs, 11 stolen bases, and 900 OPS. And he missed the first, 2 months, I think, due to injury. Just insane. You've got Bryson Stott, who also had a great sophomore season. A 280 batting average, 15 home runs, 164 hits, 78 runs, 62 RBIs, and 31 stolen bases with a 747 OPS. Kyle Schwarber, still hitting tanks. Nick Castellanos, finally getting used to playing for a new team. He had a great season, hit for a good average. I mean, it's crazy. I think this team is primed to have a much better season than they've had in the past 2 seasons. Maybe not a first place season, Atlanta Braves, but I think they're just, they got to have a good season, and they could probably make another deep playoff push, which scares me as a Braves fan. But yep, top 5 teams heading to the season, Philadelphia Phillies. Third up on my list, I have the reigning World Series champions, Texas Rangers. Where do I start with this team? I mean, they have superstars all over the field. It seems like all 5 of these teams do, but the Rangers, just beasts, absolute beasts. First off, can I mention the fact that Corey Seager almost missed half of the season and still came second in MVP voting? Just listen to these stats. A 327 batting average, 33 home runs, 156 hits, 88 runs, 96 RBIs with a 1.013 OPS. I mean, what planet did this dude come from? Seriously. Marcus Semien. Marcus Semien played in all 162 games this season, came third in MVP voting behind his teammate Corey Seager. Marcus Semien had a 276 batting average, 29 home runs, 185 hits, 122 runs, 100 RBIs, 14 stolen bases, and an 826 OPS. I mean, what is this team, man? Adolis Garcia is still hitting tanks. Jacob deGrom is going to come back this season. And honestly, if he stays healthy, Cy Young candidate. Max Scherzer, he's getting up there in age, but I think he's still primed to have one more good season left in him. I mean, this team literally came off a World Series championship. How could I not put them in the top 5? Not to mention, they had arguably the second best offense in the league behind a specific team. Don't worry, we'll get to them in a bit. But yeah, this Rangers team, just insane. And they're probably going to make playoffs again. And I mentioned quite a few guys who are going to be really good next season, in my opinion. But the list just goes on and on. I mean, I just can't describe how amazing this team is. All right, second, I have the Los Angeles Dodgers. And I have just 2 words. Shohei Ohtani. All right, on to the next team. No, but in all seriousness, this Los Angeles Dodgers team, scary. I'm a Braves fan, and I'm scared. Listen, I hate to say it. I hate to admit it, but we have to face them twice a year, and we're still probably the best team in baseball. But if there's any team that's actually going to put up competition against the Braves, it's going to be the Dodgers. Like I said, Shohei Ohtani, 10 years, $700 million. And you might be thinking, $700 million? That's crazy. Nope, not for a guy like Shohei. Listen to these stats. A 304 batting average, 44 home runs, 151 hits, 102 runs, 95 RBIs, 20 stolen bases, a 1.066 OPS. He won MVP and missed the last month of the season. I haven't even read this dude's pitching stats. He went 10-5 on the pitching side, a 3.14 ERA, 167 strikeouts, and a 1.06 whip in the 132 innings pitched. Not to mention, Mookie Betts still exists. A 307 batting average, 39 home runs, 179 hits, 126 runs, 107 RBIs, a record for the most RBIs out of the leadoff spot, 14 stolen bases, and a 987 OPS. Freddie Freeman, a 331 batting average, 29 home runs, 211 hits, 131 runs, 102 RBIs, 23 stolen bases, a career high for him, and a 976 OPS. This team also went out and got pitching this offseason with Yoshinobu Yamamoto and Tyler Glasnow. I mean, the Dodgers are already World Series champion favorites. Not just World Series favorites, champion favorites. They've made some big moves this offseason. They already had great players. They're just they're just primed to make a deep playoff push. And I hate saying that because they're in the same league as the Braves. Speaking of the Braves, lastly, my top 5 teams going into the 2024 season, I have the Atlanta Braves. The Atlanta Braves, I mean, where do I start? This team broke records, literal records. I mean, like player records, personal records, team records. I mean, this was just like probably the best offensive season of all time. The Braves in 2023 were being compared to the 1920 death row Yankees. I mean, this team broke the all-time record for slugging percentage in a single season, the first ever team to slug over 500. The Atlanta Braves were first in batting average, first in home runs, which, by the way, they tied the single-season home run record with 307, first in RBIs, first in runs scored. I mean, this team won the Silver Slugger for best offensive team in the National League. Oh yeah, and don't think I was going to forget to mention the National League MVP, Ronald Acuna Jr. Ronald Acuna Jr. just came off one of the most historic seasons anyone has ever seen. A 337 batting average, 41 home runs, 217 hits, 149 runs, 106 RBIs, and 73 stolen bases. That's right, Ronald Acuna Jr. didn't just join the 40-40 club. Not the 40-50, not the 40-60, the 40-70 club. Something the game of baseball has never seen, ever. It's insane. Not to mention, Matt Olson broke the franchise record for home runs and RBIs. A 283 batting average, 54 home runs, 172 hits, 127 runs, 139 RBIs, and a 993 OPS. You thought we were done with broken records? No, we're kind of just getting started here. Spencer Strider broke the franchise record for most strikeouts in a singular season. Spencer Strider went 20-5 with a 3.86 ERA, 281 strikeouts, with a 1.093 whip and 186 innings pitched. He was in the conversation to possibly reach 300 strikeouts this season. That's a big accomplishment right there. Not to mention, this team is just loaded with stars. Austin Riley, Max Fried, Ozzie Albies, Michael Harris II. The Braves went out and got Jared Kelenic, who could be a superstar. He still hasn't proven himself yet, but he can be a superstar. The bullpen's not too shabby. Our starting rotation is pretty decent. But I mean, hey, who needs really good pitching when you have the best offense in the league? I think this is the year the Braves finally get past the NLDS after 2 years. They're primed to make a playoff push, and I've said that about all 5 teams. But this Braves team is special. They want revenge. And I know they wanted that last year, but they really want it. They want to reach that World Series again. And I mean, think about it. They just recently won one. They won a World Series in 2021, literally 3 years ago, without a good handful of their star players. This team could win the World Series. I mean, it's that simple. I mean, all 5 teams in this could, but the Braves legitimately, I think, can finally do it. But hey, only time will tell if my predictions are right. I mean, hey, the Dodgers could have an absolute downfall. Probably not, but you never know. But yeah, that is my prediction for the top 5 teams heading into the 2024 Major League Baseball season. Could have just said MLB season, but whatever. Anyways, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Like I said, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more sports content. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Peace.